Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well and finding some clarity and strength in your day wherever you are right now. Let's get straight to the absolute heart of why we are here today. We need to have a very honest, very serious conversation about a specific mental loop that might be dismantling your peace of mind. You are likely listening to this because there is a person you simply cannot get out of your head. It has become a habit. It has become a background program running constantly in your mind. You wake up, and the thought of them is the very first thing that hits your consciousness. You go through your day trying to focus on work or friends, but you are constantly distracted by memories, or worse, by fantasies of future conversations that haven't happened yet. You check your phone hoping for a notification that isn't there. You try to sleep, and their face is the last thing you see. You might tell yourself this is love. You might tell yourself it is just a crush, or maybe unfinished business. But if it has become a habit, an involuntary automatic process that you feel you cannot control, then understand this clearly. It is no longer just about them. In fact, it has very little to do with them. It is about what is happening to you. It is about what is happening to your biology, your energy field, and your internal psychology. When you constantly think about a person, you are not just passively remembering them. You're actively constructing a reality and modifying your own internal state. If this is your current reality, I want you to listen very closely because there are three distinct, powerful things happening to your system right now that you need to be aware of to break free. The first thing happening is purely biological. It is physiological. By making it a habit to think of this person, you are physically rewiring the neural architecture of your brain. You are effectively training your mind to be addicted to a ghost. To understand this, you have to look at a part of your brain called the reticular activating system, or the RAS. Think of the RAS as a filter or a bouncer at a very exclusive nightclub inside your head. Your brain processes millions of bits of data every single second: colors, sounds, temperatures, smells. If you were conscious of all of it at once, you would go insane. So the RAS decides what is important and what gets ignored. How does it decide? It decides based strictly on what you focus on. When you obsessively think about this person, when you analyze their texts for hours, stalk their social media, or replay your interactions, you are sending a high priority signal to your brain. You are screaming to your biology, this person is essential for my survival. So, what happens? Your brain starts to filter your entire reality through the lens of them. You hear a song on the radio, and your brain instantly links it to them. You see a car that looks like theirs, and your cortisol spikes. You see their name or their birthday on license plates or clocks. You might think these are signs from the universe. You might think, it's destiny, I see them everywhere. But I'm here to tell you the scientific truth. It is usually not destiny. It is biology. It is your RAS doing exactly what you trained it to do. You have programmed your brain to hunt for them. Furthermore, you are creating a chemical addiction. Every time you think of them, you are simulating a relationship that does not exist in the present moment. If the thought is pleasant, you get a hit of dopamine. If the thought is anxious, like why didn't they call, you get a hit of adrenaline and cortisol. Over time, your body becomes addicted to this specific chemical cocktail. You aren't just missing the person, you are going through chemical withdrawal. You have carved a neural pathway, a deep groove in your mind like a riverbed. The more you think, the deeper the riverbed gets, and the harder it becomes to redirect the water. You are burning through your own glucose and mental energy to fuel a hologram. The second thing that is happening is energetic. You are creating massive resistance. We have to look at this through the lens of quantum mechanics and the concept of entanglement. Physics tells us that thoughts are not nothing. Thoughts are electrical impulses. They carry a frequency. When you obsessively think about someone, you are directing a focused, continuous stream of energy toward them. Here is the controversial truth. If you're thinking about them with this much intensity, there is a very high probability they can feel it on a subconscious level. We are all connected. But here is the danger of the habit. When you constantly think of them, you are acting like a radio station broadcasting 24/7. You are leaking your power. You are sending your life force away from your own center and into their field. This is why you feel drained. This is why you feel heavy or unable to focus on your own goals. You are not inhabiting your own body because you are too busy inhabiting the idea of theirs. And here is the great paradox of attraction that you must understand. Energy flows where attention goes. By sending all your energy to them, you are energetically chasing them. And what happens in nature when you chase something? It runs. By obsessing, you create what we call excess potential. You create a heaviness, a desperation, and a clinginess that exists in the energetic realm, even if you never say a word to them. On a subconscious level, they feel this pressure. They feel the weight of your expectation. And often, without knowing why, they will pull away. They will distance themselves. Your obsession acts as a repellent. You are pushing them away with the very mind power you hope will bring them closer. You are broadcasting lack, and the universe is mirroring that lack back to you. Finally, the third, and perhaps the most profound thing happening to you is psychological. If you cannot stop thinking about them, understand that they are acting as a mirror. The person you are obsessed with represents something inside of you that you have not acknowledged or integrated. This is about the shadow. We often project our golden shadow onto others. If you are obsessed with how confident they are, it is usually because you are suppressing your own confidence. If you are obsessed with how they made you feel safe, it is because you do not feel safe within yourself. If you are obsessed with their freedom, it is because you feel trapped in your own life. The obsession is rarely about the person. I want you to really hear this. The obsession is rarely about the person. They are a placeholder. They are an actor hired by your psyche to play a role. Your soul is using their image to bang on the door of your consciousness and say, look at this, heal this, become this. If you are thinking of them out of fear of loss, you are dealing with abandonment wounds that existed long before you met them. You have placed them on a pedestal, which means you have automatically placed yourself in the pit. You have given them the role of savior, and by doing so, you have made yourself the victim. The universe has placed this person in your mind not to torture you, but to awaken you. If you keep staring at the person, you miss the point. You need to look at the reflection. So how do we break this? How do we stop the loop and reclaim our sovereignty? You must attack it on all three levels. Biologically, you must interrupt the pattern. When the thought comes, don't fight it, because what you resist persists, but don't feed it either. Acknowledge it, say, I see this thought, and then physically move your body. Change the room. Engage in a complex task. Call a friend. You must starve the neural pathway. You have to stop watering the weeds if you want the flowers to grow. Energetically, you must call your power back. Visualize unplugging the energetic cord that connects you to them. Say to yourself, out loud if you have to, I call my energy back to me. I am complete. I am whole. Stop broadcasting and start receiving. Focus on your own vibration. Become magnetic by being full of yourself, not full of them. And psychologically, you must integrate the mirror. Whatever you think they gave you, love, excitement, worth, security, start giving it to yourself. If you miss the adventure they brought, go on an adventure alone. If you miss the love, love yourself fiercely. Fill your own void so you don't need to use people as bandages. The habit of thinking about someone is a signal. It is a flashing red light on the dashboard of your life. It is a signal that your biology is looping, your energy is leaking, and your soul is asking for growth. Do not be a victim of your thoughts. Be the master of them. Take the pedestal out from under them and put it back under your own feet where it belongs. You are the protagonist of your life, not an extra in theirs. It is time to come home to yourself. Thank you so much for listening. Stay strong, protect your peace, and keep moving forward. I will see you in the next one.